Deep in the coast mountains of British Columbia lies a place where winter feels alive, where mountains rise into the clouds, and where millions of adventurers travel each year to experience something extraordinary. This is Whistler, a world-famous resort town filled with Olympic history, extreme sports, Indigenous culture, and a journey from untouched wilderness to global fame. But behind the beautiful slopes and luxury hotels is a story of danger, determination, and a dream that almost never happened. Let's begin. Long before Whistler existed, this land belonged to the Squamish and Lil'wat First Nations. They hunted, fished, gathered plants, and traveled through the mountains long before there were roads or ski lifts. To them, the mountains carried spirit and meaning. The lakes were sacred, and the forests were filled with life and stories. Whistler's true beginning starts with them, the first guardians of the land. But everything changed when explorers entered the mountains. In the early 1900s, surveyors and trappers passed through what was then a wild, untouched valley. There were no towns, no highways, only deep forests and rugged terrain. A railway was once proposed to cut through the region, but it was never approved. However, the survey trail eventually became the famous Sasquatch Highway. Hunters and mountaineers were the first outsiders to see the potential of the valley's deep snow and towering peaks. But no one knew that a simple fishing lodge would spark a revolution. In 1914, Myrtle and Alex Phillip built Rainbow Lodge on Alta Lake. It began as a quiet retreat where guests came to fish, relax, and escape city life. The lodge grew so popular that trains arrived every weekend, bringing visitors from all over. This small resort planted the first seed of what Whistler would become. Myrtle Phillip, known today as the mother of Whistler, explored the mountains and believed the valley had incredible potential. And she was right in the 1960s. A group of ambitious locals had a dream. Canada needed a world-class ski resort capable of hosting the Winter Olympics. They chose Whistler Mountain. In 1966, the ski resort officially opened with a gondola and 2 chairlifts. The dream was alive, but Whistler failed its first Olympic bid. Still, the town continued to grow. More hotels, more trails, more visitors. Whistler wasn't giving up, and history was about to be made. In 1980, Blackcomb Mountain opened right next door, and suddenly Whistler had competition. Whistler versus Blackcomb became one of the greatest ski rivalries in the world. Each mountain tried to outdo the other with more lifts, better runs, faster gondolas, and bigger terrain. The competition pushed both mountains to improve. Eventually, the two combined to form Whistler Blackcomb, the largest ski resort in North America. And then came the moment Whistler had been waiting for. In 2010, Whistler finally achieved its dream. It hosted the Winter Olympics alongside Vancouver. Athletes from around the world competed in alpine skiing, bobsleigh, luge, ski jumping, snowboarding, and cross-country skiing. The Olympics transformed Whistler forever, bringing new facilities and global attention. The world watched the mountains with awe, and Whistler became an international icon. But even with all this success, Whistler has always remained deeply connected to nature. Today, Whistler is a year-round mountain paradise. In winter, visitors come for skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, and ice climbing. In summer, the mountains come alive with mountain biking, hiking, zip-lining, bear tours, and lake adventures. The peak-to-peak gondola connects Whistler and Blackcomb with record-breaking engineering. Whistler Village is filled with shops, restaurants, and year-round festivals. And the Squamish-Lil'wat Cultural Center keeps the region's Indigenous heritage alive. Whistler isn't just a destination, it's an experience. It's growing and evolving with every new season. From ancient Indigenous lands, to a simple fishing lodge, to a world-famous Olympic resort, Whistler is a story of vision, adventure, and the power of mountains to inspire people from around the world. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Have you visited Whistler? And what's your favorite season, winter or summer? Thanks for watching, and stay curious.